This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Sorry for the late start today. Let's get right into the news. Okay, let's start off with some Popsmoke updates. Okay, so they got the suspects. They're linked to the Rose Bowl incident. So police have released the name of 3 of 5 suspects arrested in the whole Popsmoke incident, and they are linked to a gang, and they're responsibility for this Rose Bowl last year. Corey Walker of Los Angeles, Jacqueline Murphy, and Keandre Rogers. They're all very young, 21, 19, 18. Other 2 are juveniles, so they're not going to release their names. There's still not a motive, though. They're still saying that it's just because he leaked his address. But what is the motive here? Did they get into a problem like earlier that week? I mean, we don't know, what happened. The motive for the altercation that led to the shooting remains under investigation. It appears this incident may not be random by nature. It sounds like it was a revenge thing. I saw PNB Rock trying to comment, and I was like, dude, what are you talking about? He was like, yo, people don't know that Popsmoke did this and that. Bro, it doesn't matter at this point. Like, the man's not here, And why weren't you talking like that when it happened? Very sad, man. He had such a promising future. Like, he had his own little lane going on in New York. I know it's something that existed in Europe, and it started with Chicago. I understand all that. But he seemed like he had his own little lane carved out. Him, Fabio Foreign, and everything. Fabio Foreign keeps going. It's a shame that Popsmoke this happened. Who knows where he would have taken things? You never know. Anyways, I'm so glad that his family was able to make money off that project. You got to look at one positive thing. They were able to at least 50 Cent and Popsmoke's team was able to put together a project to at least generate some money for the family. Then we got Lil Uzi reacting to Tekashi. Now, if you don't remember, Tekashi did a live and he was talking about NBA Youngboy and Lil Uzi maybe never having a #1 because they won't be doing bundles and all this other stuff. Like he said, it's not fair. They have great music. Well, Lil Uzi responded anyways and said, I never added a snitch or something like that. And then, now Lil Uzi makes a ton of money, okay? Let me get that clear. He has an incredible fan base. I think he's just having fun. Lil Uzi seems like more of a fun guy, Then he said, why does academics post everything? You made it bright. You don't have to post everything for your information. I don't talk about other rappers, especially if I don't know them. I have a life outside of this. And you know what? Lil Uzi's like a normal guy in Philly. I mean, it's amazing the way Meek Mill talks about Philly. Now, Philly is dangerous. I've been there, okay? But Lil Uzi moves around very comfortably, okay? Meek Mill talks about it among some other stuff. Like, Lil Uzi's not scared of anything. He's driving around in his Bugatti. It's like, he's just comfortable. I hope he stays safe, man, honestly. I like Lil Uzi. I like his spirit. It's like, it's not negative. It's like a positive guy, does his music, minds his business. I like it. Then we got YG. YG is tripping out here. Okay, so he goes at Nicki Minaj and says, yo, I can't mess with her no more. She violated. She worked with Tekashi. Nicki Minaj is not from the streets, bro. Like, she's from the neighborhood, but she's not like, she wasn't like a dealer, like, you can't hold everybody to this standard. YG, I don't think YG was the biggest dealer in the streets ever. He's part of a gang, okay? That's cool. Fine. That's him. He has morals and principles he lives by. You can't put your morals and principles on everybody else when it comes to the street code, okay? So, yeah, I don't blame him for having a problem with Tekashi and all that stuff because he comes from a time, like I do, when that wasn't cool. Kids don't care now. So his biggest song is actually Big Bang featuring 2 Chainz, Big Sean, Nicki Minaj. That's his biggest song. I would think the Drake song was bigger. Who Do You Love and the other one. but it's that song. And he's probably, I mean, I'm not saying like it's a big loss for him. I mean, he has his own, he just dropped a song that called Swag that was, you know, I like YG too. Like, I like his energy. I like his music. I worked with YG right when he was making that transition from Tooted and Booted to the new YG. And I like his character, man. I like YG. I think he gets caught up in the whole entertainment aspect of things. When he would be better off kind of like just staying to himself and just dropping his music instead of getting caught up in the whole entertainment thing and saying the right things on the radio and all that kind of stuff. YG's cool by himself, man. He doesn't need all that. And that's a compliment. You can take it as you want, but I like YG. And I think he just needs to get a little bit more back to his roots. It seems like he's changing his style of music all the time now. When his roots is that first album he came out with, yeah, you're gonna expand beyond that. But that's a good vibe. Like that's the vibe everyone wants. Like Meek Mill kind of sticks close to his roots. He takes some chances here and there. It doesn't usually always work. Sometimes people just want to keep you. There's nothing wrong with being in that lane. You can make a ton of money. I mean, look at Meek Mill. YG makes a ton of money. You don't have to. You can take little tries here and there, but cater to your core fan base. I mean, come on. And then we got Eminem and Kid Cudi released a song. It's pretty good. He took a little dig at Drew Brees, the football player. Eminem did, but you know, it was nothing to like quote worthy. It was just he made a little comment. People like to, you know, oh my gosh, he did this. You know, like who cares? You know, it's a good song. Take a check. Take a listen. Russ released a song. YG released a song. Nothing really crazy got released last night, though, I'm gonna be honest. It was just a normal night. But I appreciate you guys. I'll come up with some better topics as the day goes on. I just want to get the day rolling. Appreciate you guys, and you guys have a great day today. Stay positive. You know, this weekend, it's important to take breaks, step away from things. Make sure you step away and give your mind a break this weekend. How about that? And then get back to it on Monday. Stay away from the media and all that kind of stuff. You know, they're trying to make us really scared and make us not get along with each other and all this stuff. You know, pushing their agendas because it's an election year. And it's like, dude, I'm so tired of this. I love everybody that has good character, man. That's how we should be. Take your precautions out there, but don't stop living your life. You know, they're not telling us real things. Like, they'll give you what's the riskiest thing to do right now as far as the CV. What's not at the top of that list, which is, I understand. I get it. Like, protesting is very important for change. The message has kind of gotten spread out when we should be focusing on, you know, bad police. Bad police need to be removed. It's dangerous for good police, and it's dangerous for citizens. It's dangerous for minorities. Okay, we know this. That message is getting watered down. I don't know if you feel the same way I do, but there was like extreme focus on it for 4 weeks, and now it's like, you know, we're tearing this down. We want to change this team's name. And when you start doing everything, I say this with anything. If I were to start a pizza store, I know this is totally different, but it's related to business. If I were to start a pizza store tomorrow, the pizza store is working. I'm going to open a burger store next door, and then I'm going to open a Chinese store. You know, like you're losing focus. Now the pizza store, you're only giving the pizza store 50% of your time, and 25% to the burger store and 25% to the Chinese store, right? Because you're trying to do every food group. I can do every food group on this block. or every food, not food group, every culture of food on this block, American, Italian, Chinese, then the pizza store isn't as good anymore. So like, you gotta focus on one thing and then move to the next thing. So like, police reform, yeah, they did a few things. Did they do enough? No, they didn't. Okay? I'm not saying get rid of the police, but hey, reform needs to happen within the department. So anyways, that's just my point there. Focus on one thing at a time. Period in life. Until that thing is like set to go on its own, then move to the next thing. You know, when you try to do too many things at once, it's hard to focus on everything. I did this to myself with the house. I was working on my house during this whole CV thing. I was painting, I was changing fixtures. I mean, I ended up with a mess, man. I did the backsplash. I ended up doing 20 projects at one time. I kid you not. Finally finished, but like, I spread myself too thin. So you got to do one thing at a time. Otherwise, you're going to end up in a messy construction zone with nothing done, like me. And that can relate to anything in life. Anyways, guys, stay safe. Appreciate you guys. Love each other. Judge people on character. Hit that like button and the subscribe button. I'll check you guys in the next video. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate the moments we have. Appreciate talking to you guys in the comments. Some of you hit me up on Instagram. I talk back. I just appreciate our conversations. I appreciate what we got here. I appreciate you.